Welcome back to the podcast. It is August 9th. You get a special video on a Sunday. We're doing a little recap of UFC Fight Night. Alexei Oleinik going against Derek Lewis. It was a great card that we seen yesterday. Very impressive. 12 fights. Not many disappointed at all. We're going to go through the all 12 fights real quick. The first one was a split decision. Erwin Rivera against Ali Alakazi. This one was a complete shit show. Erwin Rivera does not deserve to be in the UFC, and the fact that he got a split decision with Ali Alakazi was a disgrace. Because we saw in his last fight with Erwin Rivera, him going up against Giga Chikadze, that was a punching bag that he was, because he's small and he really couldn't get into the range of Giga Chikadze because he was just too long and lanky. And in this fight, this was pretty much a grappling battle. These guys were taking each other down and fighting takedowns. Erwin pressured more in the third round, even though Ali Alakazi did look good in that first round. Erwin somewhat edged, according to the judges. This one should have been a draw, not even a split decision, because it was pretty down the middle with either. They both look bad, pretty much. I don't look forward to seeing Erwin Rivera, and this was definitely Jordanian's Ali Alakazi's last chance. He doesn't have it. He doesn't cut it. All right. Next fight, we have Youssef Zalal going against Peter Barrett. He did not disappoint. Youssef Zalal displayed all his character and his attacking, his stand-up, and did a little bit of the ground game in that second and the third round just to switch things up on Peter Barrett, see where he was at in this grappling exchanges. And Youssef Zalal was just hands and above, far superior in both spots. He tried to style on him, tried to get that knockout. Youssef Zalal knows that you get paid, and UFC wants these nice knockouts. And Youssef Zalal tried, wasn't able to do it. Peter Barrett is a very tough customer, but maybe next time. I'm looking forward to seeing Youssef Zalal next time. He gets a little bump up in competition and not facing these guys that are just coming in and don't really have UFC experience. I want him to get another big test, just like Jordan Griffin, like he had it the first time. All right. Next fight, the third fight, was Gavin Tucker going up against Justin James, a submission rear naked choke. This one was pretty surprising. Justin James knocked out Gavin Tucker, but he was able to bounce back from that. And Gavin Tucker put it on him in that second and third round and was able to really output with punches and kicks. Justin James was really tired. His gas tank was low. He's pretty much banking on that one power punch, and his stand-up is nowhere near the level of Gavin Tucker's. And you've seen it. You just need Gavin Tucker to be able to fight more than once time a year, because he definitely has the assets and the capability to be a very good fighter in that division. Good job on Gavin Tucker. Hopefully he gets another fight before the end of the year. We will see. But Justin James, you're that one-hit wonder. Everyone saw that knockout against Frank Camacho, but you gotta turn it up. You gotta work on that stand-up game. All right. Andrew Sanchez going up against Wellington Turman. This one was a shocker. These were two grapplers, but they wound up standing up, throwing hands and kicks at each other. And Wellington Turman, for some reason, thought he could throw kicks. But the way that Andrew Sanchez fights is he has his hands down. So if you throw up a kick, his hands are always going to be ready to hit you over the 1-2 in the face. And that's exactly what got Wellington Turman in trouble. And he was knocked out clean in that first round. It was a very quick knockout. Turman did not stick to his game plan with the grappling and smothering of his opponent. And he tried to do some leg kicks, and that did not work. Andrew Sanchez put him out for the night. That was a very good fight. Very surprising, too. I was on Wellington Turman, but he let me down. Next, we have Nasrat Hkaras going against Alex Munoz, who was supposed to be an upstart guy. UFC wanted to push him, but UFC wants to push Nasrat Hkaras as well. and he's the younger fighter. He's at 24. Alex Munoz is 30, having his debut in the UFC, and it was huge problems on the feet for Alex Munoz. Nasrat Hkaras was clear-cut, far and above, beyond Alex Munoz's skills. Alex Munoz is more of a grappler. He is a coach for, I forgot which camp he's for, but he's mainly a wrestler. Tried to take down Nasrat, and that was not happening. I told you Nasrat has very good takedown defense, which was at 78%, but after this fight, it's way above, probably at like 90. But Alex Munoz tried. Nasrat has the great takedown defense and finished him. Didn't finish him. He could have finished him. He has like that little output like Darien Till. And a couple other fighters that don't really put it on. Once you see your opponent weak, you got to put it on them, finish him, get the knockout, and get it over with. Don't let it go to the decision. But Nasrat definitely handled his business. Next fight, Kevin Holland against Joaquin Buckley, another late replacement. Kevin Holland was supposed to fight last week against Trevin Giles. He had fainted and now was pushed into this card against Joaquin Buckley. Buckley put up a nice, tough fight, but he was definitely the smaller fighter against the long, lanky Kevin Holland. And Buckley got slept easily with a beautiful right cross in that third round. Kevin Holland was pretty much playing with him, just trying little things, little front kicks, little side kicks. Little uppercuts, just seeing what can get to Buckley, who was nice and compact in his stance, but he got on with that right cross and put him to sleep instantly in that third round. That was a very nice knockout by Kevin Holland. This dude has so much talent, he's very well-rounded, and we're looking forward to another fight. He wants to fight before the end of the summer. Before the end of the year, and I'm definitely looking forward for that. Kevin Holland is a beast. Next one, Tim Means versus Mourinho Starpoli. This one was a 50-50. Like I told you, Tim Means is either a decision or he gets knocked out. And as you can see, he won a decision. All right, he was really able to grind a win against Starpoli. It was a nice knockdown in that second round that he had against Starpoli with a leg kick. And that really turned the reins of this fight. And in that third round, he was able to put the pressure on him, work that wrestling game, grappling game on him, and smother him on the cage. And Starpoli just didn't have enough gas to fight back and just let Tim Means handle him in that third round. And that was pretty much it. Beneil Dariush, I told you, man, this guy is an absolute monster. He was one of my locks. I won a bet on him. I told you my locks was Dariush, was Youssef Salau, and Nasrat Hkaras. That three-leg parlay was very beneficial. I told you those were my locks, and they came through. Beneil Dariush, beautiful, had the TKO of the night. The spinning back fist was absolutely insane. Scott Holtzman did not see it coming in that first round and put him to bed. Scott Holtzman was supposed to be a somewhat good fighter. Everyone was like, oh, this is a decent fighter. Dariush is very well-rounded. Is mainly a jiu-jitsu guy. Definitely has hands. But there were people on the Holtzman side like, this is a tough fight. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Beneil Dariush is a top 10 fighter in that division. Give him a respect. And he's facing a bum right now. You saw the difference in technique. He could have put him on the ground if he wanted to. You saw the difference. He's ready for a top 10 contender. Beneil Dariush, very impressive. One of my new favorite fighters now. Next fight we have, and we're in the main card, Jana Kutunskaya going up against Julia Starlorenko. This one disappointed me so much that these two chicks need to get cut. I don't understand how Jana is ranked 8th and she fights like that. What are you doing? She basically held Julia against the cage for 15 minutes. This was the worst fight I have ever seen in my life. It was very bad. Julia, you're not strong at all. How did you get, how you let a human being hold a chick at that, hold you against the cage for 15 minutes straight and you did nothing? You tried to do some arm bars. You almost had one, but if this was standing, if this was just stand-up fight, boxing and kickboxing, Julia was going to put it on her. But Jana, I guess you did that corny game plan and just hold your opponent, and you chipped away and got the points, okay? Dude, you're not good. You're not good. Shevchenko is going to destroy you, so it really doesn't matter. So we're moving on from that women's fight. That was very bad. They both need to get cut. Next, Darren Stewart against Maki Patolo, Coconut Bombs. Darren Stewart came in 4-4 in the UFC, needed a win, needed to impress me because he was not looking good, very up and down in the UFC. Maki Patolo had a nice knockout his previous matchup, and he was decent with the hands, but when he went for a takedown, that guillotine choke that Darren Stewart locked in for as takedown defense, he got that arm right under the chin and put him to sleep. Got the guillotine choke in the first round, which was very surprising because you don't suspect Darren Stewart to win by submission, and he did. You usually suspect him to win by TKO. Darren Stewart impressed me. Maybe he can. He said he was working on his grappling and wrestling skills. Definitely came through. Definitely came through with the takedown defense, which is very important for someone that's just mainly a striker. So I expect another great performance from Darren Stewart sooner than later. In the co-main event, Chris Weidman going up against Omaria Makhmedov. You could see that Chris Weidman was aging, and if it was any better of an opponent, if Omaria Makhmedov had any type of gas tank, he would have been slept. Chris Weidman is setting himself up for trouble because even in the after interview, he was shocked that this was a tough decision matchup. He wanted this to be a quick, easy matchup, get the submission, first round, boom, and he moves on into the weight class. He just realized that these guys are no joke. The lower tier guys are no joke. And then if he goes up to another level in this weight classes, it's going to be Hermanson and Adesanya and Darren Till. These guys are going to destroy him. So, Chris Weidman, you're 36-year-old. You need to give up because you're going to get murdered the next fight, and I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I chose Omaria Makhmedov in this fight. He had round 2, lost round 1. If he had the gas tank to put it on Weidman, because Weidman went straight to that wrestling and was able to get a takedown and secure mount in that third round. That's why he won. But if it was anyone else, if it's anyone else, Chris Weidman's in big trouble. I don't see a long future for him. He needs to go back to the announcing and just give up. All right. So it's over for you, man. Nice try, though. Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, going up against Alexei Oleinik in the main event. This one, a lot of people were on Alexei Oleinik. A lot of the MMA touts were on Alexei Oleinik because of the fact that he's the boa constrictor. He's a very, very good grappler, but he has no gas tank. So you have no gas tank, and the only way you can win is by submission, and you're going to gas yourself out by using the submission. And if you don't get the submission, Derek Lewis' fat, big, broad shoulders and neck, his Ezekiel choke did not work. It didn't work. He tried. He squeezed as hard as he could. And gassed his arms out. Derek Lewis was able to take advantage on the top with some right hooks and some huge ground and pound, maybe some illegal blows, but whatever. It was over at that point because Alexei Oleinik was not going to last in the third or fourth round. Derek Lewis was at least has the talent enough and the cardio just to throw bombs and to be in danger enough to finish the fight. Alexei Oleinik, once those arms go, he is a dead man in the water. And you saw it. Derek Lewis came up with a huge win. He wants to lose 10 to 15 more pounds before he fights his next fight, which is a good idea because, as you can see, he's been on this winning streak ever since he's been losing weight. He's not coming in here to these fights at 266 and a half or 265 and a half. He's working on his cardio and his body, and you can see the results that he's finally getting a win. And we can probably see Derek Lewis against Curtis Blades coming soon. So that was the breakdown of the Lewis versus Oleinik card. I'm looking forward to the huge main event coming this Saturday. We have UFC 252. I don't know why they have Daniel Cormier's young picture because he does not look like that anymore. But this is the finale of the trilogy against Stipe Miocic against Daniel Cormier. You'll get my prediction very soon. That video is coming this week. And we have a pay-per-view to look forward to. All right, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.